So we got a question right here. Explain whether the following decay would be possible. You should consider the conservation of charge and lepton, right? Okay, we have to consider both the charge and the lepton number of the following equation. Let me write it down. So we basically have mole, negative mole, which is elect has negative electron, it decay into negative electron, and electron neutrino. Then we have basically anti-mone neutrino, right? This is anti-mone neutrino, right? So we can either compare with charge or with lepton number, right? But it asks us to you should consider charge and lepton number, right? So first I'm gonna do it with charge. We know that mone negative has -1 charge, negative electron has -1 charge, electron neutrino has 0. All the neutrinos basically have 0 charges, right? This also has 0 charge, whether it's anti or not anti, right? If it's contain neutrino, which is V is basically neutrino, right? So if it contains this sign V and then there's a symbol right underneath it, right, as for example this mone or this electron, right? So basically the charges are always 0, right? Okay, so we can see the charge is conserved as we have over here 1, and then if we total this up, we have -1 here and -1 here. So basically -1 is equal to -1. So there basically the charge is conserved, right? So now let's check it with lepton number, right? This was for charges, right? Let me write it down. This is for charges. Now let me do it for lepton number, right? So lepton number for mone negative is basically +1. Then we have electron negative, which is +1. Neutrino basically has electron neutrino, which has -1. -1. And then we have +1. And then we have basically this one anti for anti-mone neutrino, which is -1. So these two cancels out and then you're left with 1 and 1, right? So basically yes, it is conserved. The lepton number is also conserved, right? If it contains anti-neutrino in lepton number, then you put a negative sign. If it's like neutrinos, like normal neutrino of the electron, which is basically negative, and then you have electron as positive, these are all basically positive. Only the one which has anti, or basically that is consist in the brayon, is basically negative, right? So or 0, you can say either 0 or -1, right? So okay, so we can let me write down the sentence for you guys. Okay, so I have written the example sentence. We can see that the charge of the equation is conserved as -1, and then you can write the thing that I have written here, makes it -1 equals to -1. That means basically it's conserved. We can see that the lepton number is also conserved, as we have written the same thing right here from this thing over here, and then it makes it 1 equals to 1, because we can say these both are basically conserved, right? Because they're both equal, right? This is an example sentence. You can write it in your own words as well. So yeah, basically this is the answer.